Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for a new series again today, where today we're going to be starting another career mode, and this time it's going to be with a different side in a different league. We're going for the German league. We are going for this side just here. We're trying to build back Schalke to what they were, as obviously last season they had a tragic season and ended up falling to the same fate as Hamburg, Hanover, teams like that, because they were decent teams, and Werder Bremen and Nuremberg, to be fair, all had very good teams in the Bundesliga, but they have fell down just like them other sides have. So let's try and rebuild them to the team they once were and see what we can get out of it. Hopefully get ourselves back onto that winning run, and hopefully get Schalke back to the team that they once were. And here we are as we take over as manager of Schalke, using a little bit of a different player model today. A little bit of a younger lad by the looks of it. And I'm pretty sure I imported my avatar that you have to make at the start of the FIFA 22. I think that's what I did to get this character. But even though we are going to go in with the most expensive international cup that we can get to, so let's get into it, boys. Right then, so we'll start off with the email for our youth academy. We have an absolutely bombarded, what's it called here? A bombardment of youth players here. We've got an 86 rated, an 80 rated right back, 81 rated right wing back, 78 rated CDM. We have a 91 rated left midfielder, an 86 rated centre mid. We have a 94 rated left winger. A lad here can play as a right wing, left wing or centre mid, 17 years old, from Germany. Currently is 73 overall, and can get up between a 75 and a 94. And then this lad down here that is English, that's can get up to a 66, so he's probably going to get sold quite quickly. Right then, so on to our objectives for the seasons to come as we are Schalke manager. We have signed 2 players in your youth academy assigned to the defender position. We have signed at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with a potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. That's all to be done this season. And for the long term, it says within 2 seasons, sign 2 youth players to the senior team. Play them in 10 matches, either as a part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. So we should be able to do that with a couple of the players that we have in there now. But we'll have to wait and see on that. And now for brand exposure. Sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to a forward position and get a win streak. Get a streak of 7 wins in home league games this season. That one's going to be difficult, I think. It's given us the objectives to gain automatic promotion and reach the round of 16 in the Cup, and within 2 seasons in the Bundesliga, win the league title. Well, this league, if we don't get promoted automatically this season, which, to be fair, that long term doesn't really make much sense, does it? But we have short term, we have keep player salary below growth but under 0%. Okay. That one's one that I haven't seen before. And make a 6.9 million profit from youth players' sales within 2 seasons, which shouldn't be too difficult, to be fair. So what we're going to do as our first little bit of management as Schalke manager, I've just realised, I've just went into the team and sort of had a little look round who we've got at the club, and honestly I didn't realise I was in for as big as a job as I was. I thought they would have kept at least a couple of their players from last season, but apparently not. And I think there's only 1 or 2 players that I can actually remember being at this club, because I started a career mode with Schalke last season before I had to cut it short and not actually carry on with it. It's actually so bad. It's changed I'm pretty sure there's only 1 player in this side that I can actually remember being at the side before, and that's Sane. Everybody else has left. No, there's 2 players, sorry. Farman and Sane, who are only 2 players I can remember being at the club. Unless players have been loaned out, I don't think they've got, literally, apart from them two players, anyone else at the club. But what we're going to do is go ahead and set up our scouting network, as we'll set it up in Germany for 6 months and see what he can bring back for us. Right then, so we have a message from the man that I was talking about, Salif Sane. Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Schalke. The future's exciting, let's go for. But one thing that I did want to just mention is that I have just had a look at the players that are loaned in, loaned out, and there's a lot of players going both ways, loaned in and loaned out. So it's going to be very difficult. If not this season, then next season is going to be difficult. If we do get promoted, it's going to be a difficult one for us to stay in Bundesliga unless we have a big injection of money. There's not a lot I'm going to be able to do with this side, I don't think, in the next season. Because, fair enough, there's a couple of names. There's one name that I noticed from the last career mode that I did with them, which was Harrit, I think his name is, who has been loaned out. But apart from that, I cannot recall anybody else. And there's not many good players that have been loaned out either. That's the issue. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky one for me. I didn't realise I was taking on this big of a task. And now we are going to into our first game, as Schalke boss in our pre-season tournament. We're going to go ahead and sim this one against Troyes FC. No, it's not. It's just Troyes. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. But we'll send out this squad to start with and quick sim and see what's happening. And we get a draw. I don't think that's too bad because I'm pretty sure Troyes are in Ligue 1. So that is not too bad, I don't think. Now for our second game of this pre-season tournament against Galatasaray, who won their first game against Udinese. Would not be surprised at all if I lost this game. And we've made a couple of changes, so our side is a little bit weaker than it was before as well. So it's not going to look great for us, I don't think, for this first game. And there we see it, 4-1 we lose, with us grabbing the first goal in the 6th minute, but from there on it was all Galatasaray by the looks of it. And we have our first transfer offer of the transfer window. We have Salif Sane getting an offer of 5.5 million, and they're recommending, I'm not selling him, he's the only decent player we actually have at this squad. So we need him with everything we have. And here we are for our third and final game, I think, of this tournament, because I don't see us winning this and getting 3 points out of it. And if we do, it'll be absolutely astronomical. But we will go ahead and change a couple of the players around. Bring Drexler back into it. We will bring this man back in as well. And we'll leave this guy out here for now, as I don't think we have a right back that's compatible with that, to be honest. So we'll go ahead, leave that as that. We'll go into our third and final game of the group stage, and probably the third and final one of the tournament. So let's go ahead and simulate. And we managed to win. So we have, in fact, gone through on goal. Well, actually, I don't know yet. Deulofeu plays for Udinese now. I didn't know that. Butler got both of the goals to win us the game in the 88th minute. He knew what it meant to us. Or have we gone through, though, is the question. Yes, we have, as it's just been confirmed that Galatasaray won 3-0. So we are now into the semi-finals of this tournament. And we have a cash injection of 1 million from that as well. Perfect. Right then, for this semi-final, we are going to have to make some changes again, unfortunately. But that, to be fair, might be the... Okay, we'll need to take this guy out. Kaminsky can come back in. Sane can play down. And I think that's probably the best side we're going to get out today. So we're going to have to go with that to try and earn us this little bit more money against Empoli. Let's go for it. The Spanish... Not Spanish. Oh, we've gone through. Drexler missed his penalty, but we've managed to come through 4-3 on penalties. Perfect. And some more tournament prize money, 1.3 million this time. And we have a player, our best striker, has gone out with an injury. And now to go into the final game of this competition, where we are going to be playing the team that battered us in the first time, Galatasaray. Now we're going to be having to play with our best striker not on the field, and we haven't got any other strikers to actually take place of the players that can't play right now. But that is going to be... We're going to put this guy back in as well. But that's going to be the only 2 changes that we make for this game. Let's get into it, see what this team can do. I don't see it doing much. Fix the problem. Hold on. I've put that guy on the bench still. We'll just bring this guy back in for now. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be difficult for us. Let's go into this and see what we can... Well, we're not going to do anything. We're going to lose the game, but it is what it is. And okay, it's not as bad as last time, but Ryan Barble again doing the business against us, and we do in fact lose 2-1. And we now have a loan offer for this Cam that we have at the club. 63 overall, 23 years old. We don't really need to... we can't really be loaning players out and stuff at the minute, I don't think. But he isn't the best of players. And if we can get a little bit of wages in for him, maybe we can do something with it. Let's propose a loan without the buy offer. Okay, so they ain't going to agree to that. That's fine. We'll have to leave that as it is then. And we have a message from Mark. I am not going to pronounce that name. This next game is so important for our season. Boss, I feel really good and I'm sure I can do it better than Zalazar, shall I say, if you give me the chance ahead of him. I'll think about it. It's not a definite though. It's definitely not a definite. Now into our first press conference, as this first game has literally come like 4 days after we've literally just ended the pre-season tournament. So we're going to be going into this and see what's happening. What's the mood ahead of the first competitive game? This is we'll try to improve every day, because I don't see us saying it's a talented group of players, or because we've got a difficult team to try and take hold of today. What else have we got? Can you be in the promotion shake-up? That's our aim. We'll be there or thereabouts. We'll give it our best, I promise. I reckon we go for that, as that is probably the best option we've got. We'll give it our best shot. And finally, we have, will you stick with Sane? He's the best player we have. We have to stick with him. Every player has to earn his place. Sane is a big player for us at Schalke. Sane's a big player for us at Schalke, because he is. Like, there's no denying that. He is a big, big player for us. Right then, so we have just, before we end this episode, we'll go in for a couple of these players here that we've got lined up for ourselves. As you'll see here, we've got George Murphy, who is a player off the free agents that we're going to go ahead and try and sign now. Just as a little bit of an extra player to have at the squad, more than anything, because we have literally nobody really in the striker position. We've got 4 players, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 4 players we've got as a striker, and one of them's now injured. So we're going to give him a prospect. He wants sporadics. I'm not surprised about that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and accept that on a 5-year deal if he'll accept it. Yes, and disregard the release clause. He wants a release clause of 990,000. Deny the release clause, because I don't want that in the contract, and that I will accept straight away. We need a new striker, and now we've got one. And now, as you see, we have a couple of players down here that are quite good young players that I'm not going to try to sign just yet. What the thing I am going to try and do is complete one of our objectives already, to be fair. Sign one first team crucial player to our starting 11. We're going to try and sign, I think, I'm not too sure whether I'm going to try and sign, I don't know whether to sign both of them, to be honest, just to have that stability here. And have someone as a striker actually at the club. And maybe this dude as well, to be honest. I can't sign 2 of these players in Lundstrom and Frimpong, because they've only just joined their squads. Unless I can get them in on loan. I don't think I will be able to, though, because they're both too good of a player, I think. And Tutai is definitely a player that I'll look at signing a little bit later on in the transfer window. But for now, we've also got Schmelzer here, a player that used to play quite regularly, I think, a couple of years ago for Borussia and Dortmund. But we're going to go for the 2 strikers first, I think. Let's go for Sabeni and see what we can sign him for. And here we are. Right, let's offer the transfer fee of, let's go 1.8 mil and try and lowball them a little bit and see what they say. They want 10% of a sell-on clause. Shall we do that? Shall we do that? 10% of sell-on clause. Say if we sell him for 2.2 mil, that'll be like 200. I don't think that's too bad. Only spend 1.8 mil on the dude. I'm going to submit that offer. Yeah, why not? Because I might not end up selling him at any point anyway. You never know. If he plays well enough, I won't need to sell him. And here we go. We'll go in for the negotiations of his contract now and see what we can bring him in for. And this could be our first like proper signing of the transfer window already. And we won't have spent more than what we earned in the transfer window. So we've got an important, okay, he's accepted an important squad team role. We'll go for 5 years. He probably won't accept that. No, he wants 3. That's fine by me. Accept that. Then we've got a release clause. He doesn't want one. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. And he's on 11,000 at the minute. Let's see if we can get him in. Let's go 10,000 and go for 20k signing on bonus. Let's see what that's saying. That's a reasonable offer. He's accepted it straight away. I was not expecting that whatsoever, but I'll take it happily. No problem whatsoever. Thank you very much. First proper signing of the season. And now, this lad here, a proper old boy of the Bundesliga. He is injury prone, which is a little bit worrying, but he can play as a striker or right winger. He's got some decent physical stats, very good strength stat, not too bad on his pace, and a very good finisher of the ball. So let's bring him in, I think, okay, no, he's just joined a different club. Who was he with before? God damn it, that's our signing gone out the window. So instead of us signing him, we're going to go for the younger lad instead then, I suppose. Let's try and sign this man here. I can't sign him either because it's recently joined. God damn it. So if I can't sign him, let's see if we can loan him instead. Right then, that is where we are going to end this first episode of this career mode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like. I know it was a bit of a short one, but at the end of the day, it was such a quick start from going out of that straight in the first game of the season against Hamburg, I think it is, that we're going against as the first game, one of the more difficult teams to beat in the league. But we have 3 games in the next episode, so that one might cheer you up a little bit. We'll have Hamburg, then we'll have this side that we'll be playing away, and then finally a cup game against Nuremberg at the end of the episode as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Only 2 signings in this episode, as 3 of the ones that I actually went on for didn't end up working out. Well, 2 of them, sorry, shall I say. We've got Sebeni, who is going to be starting this first game, being as the lad that we have normally got to start. Has came away injured out of the pre-season tournament, which is not great for us. But Sebeni, and we've also signed the young Northern Irish lad as well. So one thing that I might actually look at doing quite soon is bringing that 73-year overall lad, this man just down here, might end up bringing him straight into the club at some point very, very soon, as he is a right winger, can play as a centre mid as well. Might be a very decent player for us to bring into the side, but we'll have to wait and see. I hope you guys... Oh, he's got banging free kick accuracy as well. Whew, he is a player and a half for me. Let's go. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.